Welcome to the PharmaVOICE 100 one-on-one video series with Karen Groen.
Judy, it's so good to see you. Thank you so much for joining us for the PharmaVOICE 24-hour celebration marathon.
It's so nice to see you, Taryn. Hope you're well.
Everything is good here. I hope everything is well with you and your family as well.
Yes, we are. Thank you.
Speaking of COVID, let's talk about it. And it has created a new way of working for everyone. How has it impacted agency life for you all?
So we were surprised at how easily the company was able to transition to a virtual platform. We actually went fully virtual on March 9th, so 1 week earlier. We tested it out and it worked so well that we just decided to migrate directly over to the platform. I think that there's been some clear positives. One is that we have tremendous improvement in efficiency. People aren't commuting. They're not, losing hours a day going out for lunch and what have you. So the efficiency of our staff is amazing. I also think that the platform we use, Microsoft Teams, has enabled people to still feel connected to each other because you have the video enhancement. And I think it's also been helpful because the project management piece of it is integrated into the video component. So we're using the platform essentially for most of the everyday business needs. I will say that all of these things thankfully work in our business, and it's been amazing, and we're very, very grateful that our business has been able to thrive during this pandemic, because there's a lot of businesses that obviously haven't been able to do so. So we do feel very fortunate for that. But at this point, I think people are really missing human interaction. And I do see, although COVID, there's the current acute phase that we're dealing with, and I think everyone's managing it as best as we possibly can. But I do see in the future a time period where, yes, we'll still use these platforms. There'll still be more flexibility in working remotely, but I do see a point of time where we're really looking forward to coming together, because advertising at its core is a collaborative, creative exercise, and you need to be together to do that.
Absolutely, but it's great that you've been able to pivot and be agile enough to adopt in this time. So kudos to you all.
Thank you.
Let's talk about some of those other pieces of the COVID issue in terms of keeping your teams inspired. As you just said, advertising is a collaborative effort. So how do you keep your folks motivated? Because it is tough out there, as you just said. People are like yearning for that interaction.
It's a great question. I think it's challenging, particularly for working parents. We have 3 children, and our children are older, but it's still, there's frequent, passes of kids behind cameras when you're on a work call. I think we've all become accustomed to that. I think that there's going to be a point in time where and I think we might be hitting it right now, where people are a little bit burned out. They're tired of being home. They're tired of not having their scenery change very much. So what we've been trying to do is to first of all, we have these regular events called Splash. And what Splash is used to be a company-wide get-together. We tried to do them every 3 weeks in the office, and Stephen and I would talk to the staff. We would answer questions, and then we would have a happy hour, and it was an opportunity for people to feel direct contact that you wouldn't see them for a couple of weeks. So what we've done is we've taken that format and we do it on Zoom. So we are having not just business meetings on the platform, we're also having social engagement as well. And we do send a bottle of champagne to everybody, or some sort of a nice treat beforehand.
That's awesome. As you guys look forward to the future, and do you see it going back to normal, or what is the next normal look like for you?
So I like I said earlier, I believe we're fortunate because the platform has worked. We've been able to develop our clients, the work we do for our clients well. We've been able to meet our client objectives. We've even executed pitches successfully and won new business. So I do think that working remotely and utilizing these platforms in an additive way is going to remain, but I don't think it is going to replace being live and in an office. I think that we need, as people, we need human interaction. I think it is not just good for us, socially or emotionally. It's also good for us, intellectually, to have the exchange of ideas. So I think what we're going to be seeing in the future is going to be a mix of the world as we knew it previously and the world that we're experiencing now.
Excellent. Well, Judy, thank you so much for spending a few minutes with us, and I wish you well and stay well.
Nice to see you, Taryn.
For more PharmaVoice 100 content, visit www.pharmavoice100.com.